Glitter and the fart spray have successfully deployed, we start counting down.
5, 4, 3.
Nothing actually happens at the end, but they won't know that. And then finally after that, we added some fake police scanner chatter, just because it seemed like the right thing to do.
Seems the package may be in motion as well.
So as you can see, once you slip this cover over, it becomes nearly impossible to access the phones now without special tools. And so finally we've got the lid, which has these two holes here, which we cover with one-way film, so we can record the outside world even when the lid is on. And you'll notice that this is a total custom print. These are the fictitious Buzz 700s, named of course after Kevin's older brother. And if the thieves took just 2 seconds to actually inspect the package, they would see that all the words on the side are just slightly modified quotes from Home Alone, in addition to this amazing testimonial. And so then we just slapped on a fake shipping label and used a random barcode sticker to cover up the nightly charging port, and we were good to go. So the idea is, the bad guy comes sneaking by and then steals it off the porch, and then when they eventually remove the lid, a magnet taped inside triggers this Hall effect sensor, which tells the circuit board brain it's go time, and everything is set in motion. And as far as I'm concerned, relatively harmless, karmic justice has never looked so beautiful. So now all that was left was to find porches for all the boxes, so I sent out a call to all my followers on social media, and we received over 400 applicants who have all dealt with repeated package thefts in the past. And then from that, we narrowed the list down to just a handful, and soon we had packages out all over the country. We also set up a website so I could sit in my bat cave here and monitor all the boxes to see their current locations, record states, battery phone levels, and even check the camera feed on any box at any time. And things started out a bit rocky when we got a notification that the first box was stolen, and then we noticed it was intermittently moving all throughout the city. So while we were trying to locate it, we checked the feed and realized a UPS driver was so convinced the package was real, he scanned it and picked it up, and it was riding around in his truck. Next, when someone else picked up the box, we didn't have the lid seal fully worked out yet, so as they were walking around, glitter started to spill out.
Oh, look at that. There's glitter coming out of it. Oh, it's totally a scam. Yo, Nick!
Which is, as they say,
thank you very much.
Giveaway.
It's totally a scam. When you open it, it's gonna explode with glitter.
This lady took it off a porch but opened it upside down. As soon as she heard the countdown timer though, she rushed it back to the porch she stole it from just in time for nothing to happen. But then the thefts began to pile up and we started hitting our stride.
Oh my god. I don't know. Let me put it back. Where's the mess?
Recovery sequence initiated.
Seems the package may be in motion as well.
Stuff flew all over the sparkle. Look at this.
Because you opened it, yeah. It's like, remember that guy's like, money open, money turns blue. That's out of the white of that.
All kind of stuff. Yeah, but all kind of, and the smell, it stinks, and then all the stuff shut up.
What do you mean? Oh, that was a, open it and throw it out.
Operation Super Nasty Fart initiated. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7.
Hello!
Keep that change, you filthy animal.
What did it say?
You opened it, dude.
I'm dead, bro.
Is it? No, it's still a speaker. What is it? Dude, there has to be still something in there, right? What is it? No, dude, what's it?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know, dude.
10-4, I got a read on the GPS location. I'm about 6 minutes away, over.
What the fuck? Open it, dude. I told you not to open it. Dude, what is that?
Get out! Get out!
After we tracked down this package and recovered it by the dumpster, we walked by the store and they were sweeping and spraying Febreze, which felt amazing.
Babe, I bought you some headphones. I bought you some Bose headphones, okay? Some really good ones.
Surprise, mother. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Operation Whoever Smelt It Dealt It. Initiated.
Oh.
Operation Butt Trumpet. Initiated.
Oh, you Alright, we get it, okay. Smells like shit in here.
And in the middle of all this, something happened that I still can't wrap my head around. One of the volunteers we sent a package to, who obviously knows my channel and follows me on social media, who I even interviewed to make sure he seemed legit, decided it would be a good idea to steal my package from me and never had any intention of either putting it out on his porch or sending it back to us. After a week of us being really nice and trying to work with him, he effectively admitted as such and then blocked and ghosted me. And it's just like, bro, if you're gonna steal from someone, don't pick the dude who just spent a year and a half of his life avenging the theft of a $5 Amazon package. If I'm willing to get that petty over something I could easily reorder, what do you think I'm gonna do to the guy who steals the outcome of that year and a half of work? I quit my job at NASA to make YouTube videos, and I only make 12 of them a year, so I have plenty of time and I love to obsess over these little details. Plus, even though this is more of a science channel than a prank channel, I love coming up with these ideas, like when I took this Freddy Krueger action figure and taped it to the back of my wife's car right in front of the backup camera. So when he puts it in the reverse, this is And so after a little detective work, I discovered he gave us his real name and phone number, but he shipped it to his buddy's address. So I found his real address and then did two relatively harmless things. The first is I've heard once the Scientologists have your contact info and know you're even remotely interested, they will follow you the rest of your life. And so since I had all his contact info, hypothetically, I might have gone on their website and said I was very interested in learning more, and then ordered $300 worth of their starting course material so they know he's a very high value contact worth keeping track of. And the second thing was, I designed over 10 custom postcards just for him. For example, he's from Texas, so I thought a thank you note for his $500 donation to Texans for Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign would be nice. Or this registration confirmation for the upcoming furry convention. But the trick is, while I addressed it in his name, I went on Google Maps and looked up his neighbors' addresses, and hypothetically, I might have accidentally sent them to a random assortment of houses around him. A lot of these are great because it's the exact type of thing where the more you deny it, the more guilty you look. So some of these will inevitably be hand-delivered to his mailbox by his neighbors who spot the air, and he'll always be second-guessing just how many more there were and who's silently judging him at the neighborhood potluck. Now I want to mention we encountered good people out in the world too, who were trying to actually keep our boxes from being stolen. For example, this woman did that, but even still the package was stolen just 30 minutes later by a professional porch pirate who knew exactly how to cover up her face. But then we said, hold up, roll that tape back. Unbelievably, she has the same body type and owns the exact same shoes and pants as that Good Samaritan. So we turned the footage over to the police to see if they too could appreciate the coincidence. And it just goes to show you that your conception of who a porch pirate is might be totally off. I'm just kidding. This was a super nice lady who took the package in for her neighbor. But it got us thinking, and instead of just always punishing the bad guys, we wanted to try and reward the good guys. So in some cases, we left it by an apartment mailbox, and we changed the label to a real name and left tons of contact information like phone number and email all over the label. And quite a few people took the package back to their house, but instead of opening it, they called to tell us they had our package because they were worried someone else would take it. And so instead of glitter and fart spray, I gave them $400 because that was the opportunity cost for them when they made the right choice. Thank you for being one of the good ones, man. Others, however, didn't make the call.
Surprise, mother. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
What the fuck? Whoa! Nah, bro. Dude, that did not just happen. Oh my god.
Damn, I was just about to like try and find this dude too.
Damn.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Damn.
Activation complete. Recovery sequence initiated.
Hello? Yo, you should call them.
Sound is one of my favorite physics topics to discuss because it becomes so much easier to understand if you just have the right mental model. The key is to understand that the air all around us is a fluid like water, just way less dense. For example, you could see the loud sound waves coming from the revolver Destin is shooting here. My friends at Bose supported this video, so I created a simple demo that would show the fundamentals of how they were able to achieve the insane amounts of noise cancellation in their headphones. I'll first turn on this speaker that is playing a tone of 500 Hz. You can hear it in this mic. Then if I turn on a second speaker playing the same tone, the waves will combine just like two waves crossing in the water, and it will be twice as loud. But if I reverse the polarity on one of the speakers, it will flip the wave upside down, and now instead of combining, the waves will cancel each other out, and the sound is much quieter than if only one of the speakers was on. This is the principle behind how they achieve noise cancelling like in the headphone 700s here. They measure and then play back a flip